Bring your attention to your body from head to toes. Bring your mind in from all other times, all other places, and focus on your experience in this moment. As human beings, we experience life on several levels. We have the physical body. So notice your physical body to start. Notice how you're seated, or if you're lying down. Notice how your body is positioned. We notice that through the perception of pressure and contact with the environment around us. We might also have an image. And as you scan your body from head to toes, notice if there's any tightness or tension, any contraction anywhere in your body, any pain, any other sensations that are drawing your attention. It's common for people to have tightness through the forehead and eyebrows. Allow those muscles to smooth and relax, letting go of any worry or tension there. Notice the thought in the mind, located just behind the forehead. Coming down into the nose, notice the breath as you breathe in. There's that cool air flowing over the membranes in the nose. As you breathe out, the air is warmer. Notice if the upper jaw and lower jaw are relaxed or if there's a clenching of teeth. If there is, simply allow there to be a little more space between them. Allow all those muscles around the jaw and the hinges of the jaw to soften. Coming down through the neck and the shoulders. As we do these practices of relaxation, we begin to know where we habitually hold tension. The neck and the back of the shoulders is another common place to hold tightness. Let your shoulders release. Let those muscles relax. Coming down through the arms and hands. Notice your hands all the way to the fingertips. Notice if there's any contact with your hands and the environment. If it's on your body, there will be some warmth. If it's on something cool, it will be that. We experience our environment through our sense perceptions. And coming back to the top of the head, coming back down through the face and the front of the neck this time. The large muscles of the chest, stomach area. Notice how the body moves with the breath. Allow your stomach area in particular to be very soft and relaxed so that the breath can move without resistance. We don't have to try to breathe, the body will breathe. We just need to relax. Notice the rhythm and the pace of the breath. Notice how when we inhale, there's an expansion. And there's a natural relaxation and settling as we exhale. Coming down through the hips and the legs, all the way through to the feet. Noticing what your sensory perceptions are telling you. And then be aware of your whole entire body from head to toes. This time being more attentive to the sensation or energy in your body. In that area behind the forehead, there will be a certain energy of the thought stream. Sometimes that energy is quite calm, other times it's compulsive or agitated. So it's all right to have preferences around that. And it's also important to not try to force a change. We're really just looking to see what's the environment that we're in right now. Coming down through the jaw and the mouth. Noticing if there's any energy in the neck. There might be physical sensations, for instance, if you swallow. Also noticing if there's any energetic activity in the area of the neck. Coming down through the space protected by the rib cage, the heart area, the heart center. Down through the stomach, the solar plexus, the lower part of the belly. It's very common to have energy or sensation in this part of the body. And it's also fine if there's nothing in particular there that's drawing your attention. Notice the energy in the arms, the energy in the legs as well. And then that overall perception of energy and sensation in your body from head to toes. And notice that you're observing content that's arising within the space that your body is occupying. Our physical body and the sense perceptions of the body are all in this space. The energy as well is in this space. And there's space all around the body. If you're thinking and paying attention to the whole entire body from head to toes, and then bring your attention back a few feet. You notice there's space behind you. To the right side, to the left side, there's space to the sides. If you bring your attention to the space just in front of your face, you'll notice that that's where the air exchange is happening. You're drawing air in through the nostrils and then letting it come back into that space in front of you through the exhale. And then a few feet in front of you might be the computer monitor. The other space in the room out to the outdoors. And the space below us, there's floor and building if we're inside. At some point we get to the ground and the earth. Notice that we're supported in this environment. And there's all this space above us as well. Space going up through the top of the head, the space between our bodies and the ceiling. If we're outdoors, we're connected right directly to the sky. And if we're indoors, there's some constructed elements in between us and the sky, and then there's that open space. And notice if you can find a sharp boundary or a line where the space that your body is occupying ends and the space all around you begins. With the eyes closed, notice if the space feels kind of the same, if there's differences in the space. And notice the space in which you're observing this, in the space of the witnessing. So we're getting into a territory that's not physically manifest when we're looking at the space in which this is arising to be seen. We're moving on to the more subtle layers of the mind. Notice your being, what it is that never changes. We could look upon it as the screen and the content on the screen. And bring your attention into the screen itself. Let the content be something that you're not really paying attention to. Let it go for a while. And bring your attention to the eyebrow center. And as we focus on the eyebrow center, see if you can let go of any attention on thought, on anything other than the actual space between your eyebrows, just a little bit higher, a little bit inside from the forehead. Focus your attention in that space. If thought is trying to attract your attention, see if you can remain aware of just the space, no thought, putting your attention only on that space of the eyebrow center. And then move your attention down to the throat center. Visualize a full moon at the throat center. Allow your attention to rest in the throat center. Withdrawing your attention from any thoughts, from anything other than that space at the throat center and that full moon, that glowing light of the full moon at the throat center. And then bringing your attention to the heart center. Noticing the space of the heart center, the spiritual heart center. Notice the space all around the heart center. And withdraw your mind, your attention into the heart center itself and rest in that space. If you're noticing content is catching your attention, let that go. Pay attention only to that space of the heart center. Allow yourself to rest at the heart center. Noticing that space of the heart center, the space all around the heart center, below, above, front and back. And then bring your attention up on an in-breath from the heart center to the throat center to the eyebrow center. Exhale back through to the heart center. Let your awareness flow between these points as though you're breathing between the heart center and the eyebrow center, flowing through the throat center on every breath. Allow the forehead to be relaxed, the neck and the shoulders, the breath to be continuous and smooth. Following that flow of awareness between the eyebrow center through the throat center to the heart center and back. And then focus on that flow of breath between the eyebrow center and the base of the nostrils, where the nostrils meet the upper lip. Coming back to attention to the more physical aspects of our being. That flow of the breath in the nostrils, the feeling of the whole body, head to toes. And also not losing awareness of that space of the eyebrow center, the throat center, the heart center, and of the whole body from head to toes. And when you're ready, open your eyes.